I guess sometimes people say I put on a voice when I do my TikToks.
I think it's slightly different, but I do too. Like if I'm saying something super comedic, it's like your voice goes up an octave. You know, you're like.
That is true. One of the things that I've learned watching back some of my videos and all of that is I try to, obviously as a professional, make little changes. And your voice when you talk with people is a little bit different than when you talk with in front of a camera.
Well, you're trying to make it more entertaining.
Yeah.
Right? So, like, people always get, I always get accusations you're putting on a show or whatever. And it's like a little bit. You're trying to make it entertaining.
Yeah, you have to make it entertaining. That is one of the biggest criticisms of you. But I guess we should start with, so you grew up in Chicago, 8 brothers and sisters, or 9? 9
total. It's a little confusing because some of them were adopted and came when I was older.
Oh.
So like my brother, there's someone on his football team who was like homeless and they adopted him.
That's very nice.
Yeah, and so, but I didn't grow up with him, like for example.
So you know him, but he's not the brother that you grew up with the entire life.
When I was growing up, it was 6, and I was the second of 6. I was the oldest girl.
And being the second of 6, that's a lot of... And you were in the city of Chicago?
No, God, no.
Okay.
No.
Could you see yourself ending up there?
Do I seem like a city person?
But where? But people from Chicago do say.
No, I'm an hour away. I mean, it's just, like, if I tell anybody... If I said my actual hometown, which I don't really want to,
don't say it.
But no one would know where it's at.
Oh, so it's not even a big suburb of Chicago.
No.
Oh,
no.
okay.
It's like an hour outside of the city. Like I grew up with chickens. Like I'd pet chickens and ducks as a kid.
And you grew up playing sports?
Yeah, volleyball.
Volleyball. And you played volleyball in college?
I played overseas. When I started my show, I was
you were in London.
Yeah, I went to London to play volleyball overseas.
Yeah.
And so... I was playing semi-professionally. I was going to go pro, but then the show paid more than women's sports, so I just did that instead.
Yeah, what's your thoughts on women's sports and pay? WNBA?
No, well, I think they deserve less money.
Less money?
No, because I've seen the entitlement firsthand. Like I was in those gyms, so I know nobody's going.
Yeah, but there are people, I mean, we're in Dallas. They have the Wings. Paige Beckers is massive.
Not really. I mean, if women are famous in women's sports, it's for you know how media works. It's for a few reasons. It's a big social media following that generally has to do with drama. Caitlin Clark is famous because she was going back and forth with Reese or whatever her name is.
Angel Reese, yes.
It's not because they're like, oh, I can't wait to watch missed layups.
Well, I would say Caitlin Clark. I grew up in Connecticut, so I grew up watching women's basketball along with men's basketball because of UConn. And I would say that it's a different game. It is certainly not the same as men's basketball.
It's worse. Don't simp. It's worse.
It's different. I would say there's honestly a little bit of a argument that is men's basketball's gotten too good with kind of these cyborgs. They're 7'6". They can dunk from the free throw line. They're too good. Women's basketball, it's actually you can coach. There has to be strategy. Men's basketball is just athleticism, which probably is better for people to watch. But I would say watching Caitlin Clark is interesting.
How many WNBA games have you gone to this year?
I went to 2 this year. I sat courtside at the Las Vegas Aces game. And no, stop laughing. I did.
No, I'm laughing because you're the first person that I've asked that to that actually had an answer.
No, people will ask me that. I watch. I mean, obviously, there's an aspect I bet on the game, so there is that. But no, but there are some aspects that I like watching the games.
Yeah.
If you put 2 options in front of me, I'm picking the Knicks game instead of the Liberty, but the Liberty have some fun athletes.
That's translation that he thinks a few of them are hot.
No. 90% of the league is lesbian.
Yeah, but there's 1 or 2 cute ones. Come on.
There are cute ones, but I wouldn't. It's not.
Like, and I can tell you this because again, I lived it. So it's like these, no offense, but these people.
You can be offensive. I'm fine. You know me.
Well, I don't mean it to like attack you, but these guys, a lot of the time that say this stuff, it's like I've lived it. I know that the majority of the like fans or boyfriends or like someone that's banging one of the players that are the male fans, or a guy who wants to.
I'm telling you.
Maybe for you, like with your media stuff, like there's some benefit, but there's no guy that said I really just want to watch high quality basketball.
I actually went to Pride Night in Las Vegas. The Aces played the Mystics. It was Pride Night. I was courtside. There were some pretty good players on the team, and there was women that I thought were really good that I wasn't attracted to.
Okay.
But are some.
What made you go?
It was to show. I was doing an ad for Vegas, Visit Vegas, but I like WNBA. I think it's slower. Mm-hmm. I got to tell you, it was loud in that arena.
Okay.
And the fans, these fans were good. The team was down. The team that they were cheering for was down 20 points, and they were still going crazy every time they scored. I thought that was cool.
Okay, so notice his answer was that it was for a vlog he was doing.
No.
Again, not because, and you know, it is what it is. I don't even want to go watch women's sports, and I played it for 20 years.
So when you play you won the Olympics.
I played basketball in England too for a year.
And when so this summer, next summer, or no, 2 summers, sorry, Olympics, U.S. women's volleyball. Will you watch or no?
No, I got better things to do.
There's a professional women's. There's 2 professional women's volleyball leagues now.
That's great.
I will say
I could have played pro.
The women's volleyball players are more attractive than the women's basketball players.
Oh yeah. I can tell you that firsthand. Yeah, because you have to understand, I played basketball and volleyball in college, so I did I could tell you the volleyball players.
WNBA players should be paid less. Yeah. They're in a big contract negotiation now, where I guess it's a CBA, where they're trying to get more money from the NBA.
Well, they operate at a loss.
I know.
So it's like if you're not making money, it's just like a charity for lesbians.
Yeah, but people are paying billions of dollars for these teams.
Yeah, but you know how it works. Like, it doesn't matter your revenue if you don't have a profit.
Yeah, but why would somebody pay $300 billion for a team then?
What do you mean? Like, I don't understand what you're saying.
So
who's paying $300 billion for a team?
Oh, sorry, not 300 billion. 300 million.
Okay, who's paying that?
People have bought teams. The Connecticut Sun just got bought.
Okay, for $300 million.
Yeah, that's a lot of money for something that you're going to lose. I mean, maybe there's a tax write-off. I think there is.
Don't you think that if they would be profitable, it would have happened by now? It's been like 50 years.
I do. No, it's only been 20. It's only been about 20 or 30.
But that's kind of a long time.
It is. They're getting to the point where they're going to be. I think they're doing. The stars are becoming more stars. Caitlin Clark, biggest star ever. Angel Reese is a big star.
How long did it take for OnlyFans to be profitable?
Yeah, so OnlyFans.
That's like a newer business model, right?
It's OnlyFans was profitable right away, but you could argue prostitution has been the most profitable business of all time.
Yeah,
right?
I would. Yeah, and you can look at business models that have worked in the past to see what works.
Yes.
Women's sports just has never worked. And I loved playing. It was a really good experience for me, but we got to be honest, ladies. We miss layups. We're not that good. And I also think that we also deserve the trannies that are coming in.
Yeah, so do you feel as a women's sports player, and you still play sports, but as someone that played at the semi-professional level, do you feel when you see the controversies behind trans women coming into sports, or I guess trans men?
I think women deserve it. I really do.
Okay.
And it's because
So you're actually will.
Yeah, I'm pro. Let them in.
Let them in.
I'm going to explain why.
Yeah,
I did a tournament in England, and at this tournament, there was it was an off-season tournament, But there was
This is volleyball or basketball?
Volleyball. And the trans people were allowed in the league. And so I go in there.
What year was this, if you don't mind me asking?
Like 2 or 3 years ago.
Oh, wow. So this was recent.
This was recent in England, and it's happening more at like the professional level.
Yes,
like, there's not a lot of eyes on like these random professional teams in England and Brazil.
And then you see a random story that says this team won the championship. There was one in Connecticut this year, I believe, softball, high school.
Yeah.
And they just won the entire league. They won the state championship because they had the best pitcher of all time, because it was a transitioning woman or man. I always mix up the proper terminology. I don't really care, though.
Yeah. So I walk into this tournament. There's a bunch of men with boob jobs. Like, that's essentially what I'm looking at.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, oh God.
And when you walk in with that, do you think, oh man, it's going to be a long day?
Well, I think I'm going to complain. I do what women do best. I nag. So,
yeah.
So I'm going to the tournament director and I'm saying, like, this isn't fair. And do you know who's yelling at me for complaining? Women. So as far as I'm concerned, men are the ones that are pushing to have these trannies in our sports. It's women. For every one woman that complains, there's 10 that pushes it. So as far as I'm concerned, deal with the consequences, bitches. It's not my problem.
One of there was an aspect, I think it was the LAFC. Not LAFC. They have a special name for their women's team. But a player wrote an essay about that they need to protect women's sports. But people call that what's the term? A dog whistle.
Yeah.
To hate trans people. But then she wrote an essay saying she wants to protect women's sports and not allow men who are former men to play soccer against them, or football as they call it in England. And then one of her teammates came out against her.
I know.
But I think it's going to happen at a large scale at a certain point. And I guess you're right to an extent, the only people they'll be able to blame at that point
is women.
They won't have jobs. Because if you play this out to the nth degree, every woman playing sports right now professionally will be replaced by a trans man or trans woman.
Yeah.
If you pull it out to the nth degree.
What's interesting is they care about men invading women's spaces, but they don't care about women invading men's spaces. Most people don't know this, but of trans people, 80% are female. It's a majority female thing. So that means there's more women in men's bathrooms and men's locker rooms than the other way around. But society doesn't care what it affects men. They only care what it affects women.
I want to get back to the OnlyFans comment. You've had a few tweets where you say you can't believe that we're in a point in time where prostitutes are covered like this. I think you quote tweeted
they're high status.
Yeah, high status. You can't believe. Yeah,
which is crazy.
What's the issue with a prostitute being or a OnlyFans model being high status?
I don't have a problem necessarily. It's just crazy because when I was a kid, people didn't look at them highly. They were considered low status in society. Now, fast forward 20 years, I would say they're higher status than a lot of people. I watch Sophia Rain. And I see men coming up asking for autograph. You used to have to do something to be a celebrity.
But aren't these kind of the low parts of society propping them up? Because I think Sophia Rain, I don't know who's going up to her, but it's kind of, she's used in the streamer world.
Would you be excited for a collab with David Dobrik?
Yeah.
You would accept that? You would go?
I would go, yeah. I don't know a lot about him, but I know he's massive.
And you'd respect his work to some degree?
100%.
Well, she got a collab with David Dobrik, and you didn't. Neither did I. Do you know what I'm saying? That's crazy, and I think you're actually doing something.
But I guess attention, I guess we're in the world where attention is everything.
Yeah, I know.
And she has huge attention. I have no interest in talking with her. She can do what she wants.
Well, my point is...
She may end up regretting it, but who knows? Yeah. I regret things I've done.
I didn't... Why would you regret it? She made $50 million.
But do you think at some point, if you made $50 million on OnlyFans, it ever hits you? No?
I don't think so.
Because I think if you were offered $50 million to show off your ass on OnlyFans, would you do it?
Well, I don't have enough of an incentive to do it.
Got it. But let's just say when you were in London, do you think you would have been, just put yourself in?
No, because with my background, I don't have an incentive to do it.
Got it.
Like with I don't think anyone can know what they would do if they're desperate enough. So I don't.
But a lot of these, there's so many of them. I don't think this is just individuals that are doing it just because they need it for their family or their brother has cancer. I don't think that's most.
They like it. I mean, I've interviewed 1,000 people. And I would say a good chunk of them are OnlyFans models. They like it. They enjoy having sex on camera, most of them.
But Sophia Rain doesn't have sex on camera, right? Or am I?
I mean, she enjoys posting nudes. I'm sure some do it for money. Maybe she does. I don't know her.
How do you enjoy posting nudes? I guess how I think of it is I have a sister. There is an aspect of the female body or anybody's, there's a sanctity in the nakedness of it. Always has been. Putting it out, and you only really do that in front of people that you trust, because.
That's what you're seeing?
No. What I'm saying is, historically.
Yeah.
You wouldn't just walk around. I mean, I guess maybe there was different cultures, but if someone comes into your house or into like the classic scene, you're naked, you cover up, because that person, the only people that are supposed to see you naked, maybe family members, and then the people that you say romantically. But now you post it online and it goes everywhere.
Well, okay. You got to think of incentives. Women's goal is to get the attention of the highest status men they possibly can. What's the best way to do that? If you have a really good body and you show it off, you're more likely to get entertainers, rap, whatever your thing is as a girl. Streamers, A-list celebrities. You see women getting interviewed in Miami saying, "Oh, I got this guy to DM me." Like, I think I saw a girl said Lil Wayne DM'd her. Like, she was like 22 in Miami. Do you think she did that with a modest photo?
Probably not.
No. It's like, that's women's biggest buying power is sexuality. So.
Is it always sexuality that you would say that's the biggest? What about intelligence? No?
Do you want an intelligent fat chick?
Well, if she's making me money, yeah. I mean, if she's providing good for the world, yeah.
Okay, when you take a girl on a date.
Well, this is different.
Yeah, but let's go with you.
Okay.
If you take a girl on a date, and she's fat, could the intelligence make up for it?
Well, in terms of a
obese.
romantic, no. But I'm talking about value to the world. I'm sure there's intelligent, obese women.
Yeah, but women don't invent anything. So, no, we don't.
They don't? That can't be true.
Most inventions were invented by white men.
Well, I can't
say the exact percentage off the top of my head, but it's like the majority by far.
But there are women running companies that make money and
they manipulate this though, because you have to understand there's a lot of incentive for women to over exaggerate what women do, because there's a lot of grants. I can't remember the name of the girl off the top of my head. I think it might have been Curry, but I don't want to say it wrong.
Yeah.
But there was a woman who magically stopped inventing things when her husband died.
That's one woman though. There has to be women inventors.
Okay, but let's look in society now. We have Kim Kardashian. Did she invent anything?
No, she didn't invent anything. She didn't. But I'm sure
it should be easy to think about if it's common. Think of someone.
Okay, Tesla mail. Amazon mail.
If it's really common, and it should be easy to think of anybody.
I guess, but I don't know inventors off the top of my head of anything. I'm trying to think of.
Yes, you do. You just named some.
I do know a lot of male inventors off the top of my head, but I mean, you're gotchaing me, but I just.
It's not. I don't even mean to.
But is there were there women along the way that helped them? Women
are great at taking credit for men's inventions. So women are really great at taking credit for the things that you do. If you ask any wife, she'll take all the credit for whatever her husband did. It doesn't mean she's responsible.
But she could have helped along the way.
Okay. Let's take Amazon, Bezos.
Yeah.
Was he magically not able to do his job after his divorce?
No, he wasn't. But I'm sure that he would thank her for a lot.
I mean, I think men value loyalty.
Yeah.
And so they do appreciate when you're there when they have nothing. But I don't think.
I'm trying to think so hard of a female inventor.
We got to be honest here. Could he have done it without her? I think easily.
Yeah.
Like, I think he could have just hired a secretary and maybe not gotten nagged at work.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I just.
You gotta, like, a lot of these podcasters, they want to, like, you have to understand, I work in media. So they'll find an example of anything, but I think it's best to just look with your eyes and what you see. And I don't see any women doing much of anything.
That's not true. There's women that do things, right? That do entertain masses. You could even bring
monetizing beauty. Yeah.
Yeah, but there's women that I see on TV sometimes that aren't the most attractive individuals there's people that get millions of views on TikTok that I don't look at and think, oh my God, I'm so attracted to her, but are certainly getting laughs, they are entertaining. Now, maybe they may not be the best inventors of it, but that is a talent in itself.
You could say that to a female audience. Women don't generally elevate women over a certain looks level. We don't like to see it. It's this reason why you don't see hot women in Hollywood anymore. It's because women don't like to see too attractive of women, because women.
Where are all the attractive women then?
Well,
there's attractive women in Hollywood.
No,
I mean,
not like it. But okay, when's the last?
That's crazy. Sydney Sweeney.
No, but she's not facially as good looking.
Zendaya isn't attractive.
No, not to men. Not really.
Am I not a man?
Okay.
Am I not a man?
There's a lot of women that are catfishes.
But catfish, that kind of seems not appropriate. Appropriate's the wrong word. Not fair, because of course a woman's not going to look how she looks when she's on the runway or in a movie.
Well, it doesn't make her not a catfish. Like, I don't really care how it makes people feel. I try to be accurate.
Who isn't a catfish then?
I mean, there's some women that I've met like that are better looking in real life.
Okay,
but
me
usually
too.
when they're like younger, I mean, and they.
But is there someone who's famous that isn't a catfish? I can't.
I mean, I'd say most famous people are catfishes to some degree. I don't think Megan Fox is. When she was young, I think she was that hot. I keep bringing her up a lot, but
I know it seems as if there's.
No, but
I guess I've
seen her without like pictures while she's just walking about, and she's still pretty hot.
No, yeah. But a lot of the people in the Catfish of the Year Wars, I'm just thinking to myself, those women are just hot. But I mean, I guess.
Well, again, some of them, most of them, I'd say better looking than me, good looking. It's just
we're not.
No, but I'm saying like there's a discrepancy between what I see online and then like non-post photos.
Yeah, but
sometimes extreme, like where I'm like that does not look like the same person.
There are a lot of those,
yeah.
But Sydney Sweeney, I think, makes sense. Like the famous people or people that are really out there, they may look a little bit different on camera or when they have the greatest makeup artist in the world with them. Mm-hmm. I guess do you think you're too hard on women sometimes?
I mean, I'm the only one that's going to be hard on them in their lives. So someone's got to do it.
That can't be true, but because I have a mother, I have a sister, it feels as if a lot of people are hard on them. Well, I mean, I can be hard on them at points.
Because women complain more. That doesn't mean that it's harder. It means we complain. I'll give you an example.
Okay.
So education.
All right.
I think they complain the most.
In education when we're at school?
I lived in Chicago, right? And there would be times in downtown Chicago, there would be teachers' strikes where they would say, we're not working because the conditions are too bad.
Yeah.
Now, mind you, these are women in air-conditioned offices, not doing manual labor, just watching kids and teaching them math.
But that's not the easiest job in the world. Like I don't.
Okay, but in the Midwest,
in the middle of.
Okay, I'm gonna land. So that's.
She's gonna land. Okay.
So, I'm not saying that it's the easiest job in the world, but what do you think's harder, that or logging, which men die every year to get us, the wood that we have? Like the wood on this floor, there are men that have died doing that jobs. They get injured, and that's like manual labor. They're outside every day.
They do get paid more.
but they don't complain. They don't make that much. If you look up the average salary of a logger, it's not as much as you think.
I thought a lot of a very similar dangerous job, oil rigs, they'll make a lot of money in a short period of time. And I guess teachers,
they get 3 months off of the year.
I know. I've complained about teachers before too, but I think it's
they get off at 2:30 every day.
But that 8 a.m. to 2:30 is the gauntlet run. I mean, you have 25 kids going crazy. I would say it's manual labor.
Yeah.
Not to take away from the manual labor.
And no offense, but I think this is kind of the problem we have.
But manual labor jobs have gone on strike before against their as a union.
It happens, but it's not as common.
Yeah, it does feel like teacher unions are on.
Most of the industries that strike are female dominated, and they're mostly air conditioned. No, I'm serious.
You're just so funny. You're just very funny. Like, I mean, I see what you're saying. I'm not even trying to.
There's to get us crab. There's men they die every year. Every boat. There's one guy who dies.
Men are 1,000 times more likely to die at work than a woman is.
Yeah, and yet men never strike or complain, or it's rare.
They do strike, though. I mean, there's unions that strike all the time. I guess you're saying that it's more. I guess the baristas.
Pay closer attention to what industries the unions are in. It's usually female dominated. The striking usually happens when women start to enter the industry because women complain.
All right.
Men do. Women complain and take credit. But here's the thing: like a lot of women, we go through life. No one's ever been honest with us.
I feel like that's not true because other women, I think about middle school, high school, those are very tough times for women. Not to say it's not a tough time. Well, I guess they're girls, but I just know it firsthand. I had friends. I had a sister. I just know it's really tough. Those look like hellish times for those 7 years. Even college. College is.
What are they going through?
Potential eating disorders, other.
The obesity rate in this country, eating disorders are a problem.
They are. They definitely
are. I mean, I guess if you call an eating disorder anything, fat women have eating disorders now.
No, but there's that really because of society standards, and I'm not trying to take away that those standards aren't still there for men, 100%. But it seems to hit women harder, and then specifically social media, effect.
How could we test if that was true? How could we test if that was a problem that women really go through?
How could we test? I mean, I guess we'd have to look at rates of reported rates of
you would have to see who's underweight.
But an eating disorder is not necessarily someone who's underweight. It could lead. There's people that go through, and there's definitely an increase. In mental disorders that women have been going through since social media has become such a big thing, and I think it affects women more than men. Yeah,
because it's like attention on steroids.
Yeah, but that's almost, it feels like they have a tougher role in this social media world.
Even this conversation kind of demonstrates my point. Because you can't talk about a problem men have without society telling you to talk about women. That's just life as a woman. Like, everyone's coddling you. Nobody's honest with you. Usually until they get into a relationship with a guy that says no, and then there's a crash out.
Yes, but that doesn't mean that women don't have it hard.
I saw one at Barstool. I don't want to get you in trouble, but that was an A1 crash out.
Oh, you could talk about that with what was it?
Brianna Chicken Fry and Zach Bryan.
But I mean,
that was. I almost gave Dave Simp of the Year for that bullshit.
Wait, do you give? No, I mean, I don't know. I only know.
I was expecting. she's like, oh, I was.
Men can be emotionally abusive. In relationships, 100%. I don't know exactly.
She was like, oh, I was emotionally abused and he bought me a house. I'm like, wow, that's tough.
But people can buy you things and then still be emotionally abusive, without a doubt.
Yeah, I know, but because men always see you're coddling her again. And this is why we'll never have honesty in our life.
Yeah, I mean,
I can't, it was a little bit ago.
Do you give Simp of the Year as well?
What?
So you give Catfish of the Year?
Yeah, Simp of the Year.
Who was Simp of the Year last year?
I think it was Nala Ray's husband. I can't remember.
Who's Nala Ray?
She was an ex-porn star.
Oh, the woman that went from OnlyFans to Christian influencer?
Yeah, she got tag teamed on camera. Someone had to do it, and now you're Simp of the Year.
All right, I would agree. I don't plan on ever marrying. I think Yeah, no, I'll just say, yeah, I'm never going to marry a woman that was on OnlyFans at any point. And also, specifically, even more so, if you were railed on camera. Yeah, so I guess why do you think you're such an outlier here? Like, why aren't more women talking like you? Why are you labeled as the Andrew Tate of women when it seems as if these aren't? Why does it feel like this is so outlandish when it's not like you're saying 1 + 1 = 3?
Okay. Do you want to make $8 or do you want to make $2?
Well, I want to make
two choices.
$8.
$8, right? Every man and woman is making that choice. Women make 80% of consumer buying decisions.
Yeah.
So you have a choice to be honest and make $2 and lie and make $8. In media,
but isn't that stat more because of the fact that women are more likely to make the household decisions because the man is working more?
Women are more likely to spend men's money, yes.
But that stat,
men make money, women spend it.
But then also there may be there's a lot of decisions that are woman handles the household goods.
Okay. I want to go into real life here.
Yeah, no,
we can
continue
talk through stats, but I want you to think through your personal experience.
Don't say I'm talking stats. You're the one who brought up the 80-20. That is a real thing.
But I like to use real life just to make it clear to the audience. Mm-hmm. Think of a woman you've dated. Mm-hmm. Usually, if you go through your day-to-day lives, you will eat at home. The woman will want to eat at a restaurant. The woman has a luxury gym like Equinox, Lifetime for me, where the men are more likely to go to Anytime or like a low-cost gym. And every decision that men and women make in a day, women just take the more expensive route.
But why are you the only one saying this?
Because I'm honest.
But do you think there was always kind of the effect of, and we saw it in the 2016 presidential election where it was, I'm voting for Hillary, but then, no, I'm actually voting for Trump kind of thing. But are there people behind closed doors talking like this, you?
Come on. I mean, you're a guy. You know what locker rooms are like. Come on.
Well, I mean, I know guys are talking like this, but I would say more women. I mean, I have heard women talk like this.
No one's honest with women. Why would you be? Okay, if you're honest, if you start talking like this at work and you have Brianna Chicken Fry in the building and she complains to HR, it's very obvious that Dave's going to take her side. He did a whole campaign against her ex-boyfriend.
Well, she has made the company a lot of money.
Well, I know that's the point. That's the point is women.
But she's made the company more money than me, so I understand why he would take her side.
I know, but that's all in society. Women make people more money.
You could argue she was more talented. She attacked a better market than me.
No, what the problem is, female media personalities don't have to be talented. Call Her Daddy's not talented. Men have to be talented because women watch women that are relatable and women spend more. So I'm sure her audience is mostly women.
Yeah, I would say Alex Cooper is talented. Is she? But I would also say because we've had people throughout the world try to replicate what she did, and I also say, I mean, is it a talent to talk about how you sucked a dick on camera? No, but there is an aspect of you have to put yourself out there.
Imagine if you could make money talking about how you railed a girl on camera. That's all you had to do.
Yeah, it would be. But I don't think I would. Let's say I had the opportunity to do it. I don't know if I would do it. Yeah, she did it.
Yeah, because men have morals and women don't, and we're rewarded.
No, women have morals.
In what way? How do we have morals?
Because not everyone's going to. The reason, I guess, I would even say Alex as a whole is proof women have morals. Because
really? You're going to use Alex Cooper?
No, let me land the plane, as you say, because she was the first of her kind to talk about that.
Okay.
If you're saying she doesn't have morals, why did it take until 2018 for her to open this new market, talking about getting railed on camera and all of that? You know what I mean?
I'm just confused as the argument. You're saying she has morals because she talked about getting railed on camera.
No, I'm saying that she was the one. Let's say if we were under the belief that she had no morals.
Okay.
If all women didn't have morals, then she wouldn't have been popular because she was the first person to really talk about that in a huge manner and talk about how she slept with a baseball player.
Okay. So you're kind of proving my point because women wanted to watch the woman that's bragging about.
But isn't there an aspect of I want to watch people talk about things that I wouldn't do or do things that I wouldn't do?
Not really. No, men want to watch competent men. Like, I mean, you guys want to watch sports.
Yeah.
Which are like,
but a woman, I guess a woman.
You guys love like Elon Musk.
I mean, yeah, I guess I wouldn't say I love him.
I know, but I'm saying if you look at like,
he's a competent man.
Who are the men that are like, I mean, men don't respect like male influencer. No offense, but like, it's not as highly of a respected.
I will say that is one thing that I ask people a lot.
Yeah.
Name a male influencer. Then they name gay influencers, and I say a straight one.
Yeah.
And then they name comedians. There's no real. I guess there is this rise of them.
Women can just be whores, and then talk about being a whore, and then it makes us.
Yeah, but then there's other women that talk about their day-to-day life, which are usually pretty privileged, and then they launch a brand off of that. But they do things like that. Is an invention of a brand. Did they invent a brand or the aspect of a brand? No, but
you're kind of like proving my point in this conversation. Okay, because I'm trying to be honest, right?
Yeah.
And I'm saying we're not really doing much. And I've listed men that have done things like professional athletes, Elon Musk. And you're saying that women are vlogging like what they eat in a day. And we're trying to act and you've also used the example of Brianna. Like I used the example.
Don't get me into that.
I don't want to get you in trouble. But like, she's going to have all this social power. Nobody's ever going to be honest with her and say, hey, you took an L with a famous guy. He had standards and you called it abuse. You're not going to tell her that. Her boss isn't going to tell her that. Nobody's going to go and be honest.
Well, it's tough for me I don't think I would ever talk about a relationship that I don't know. I don't know the outside of what she said publicly. Have I heard Zach Bryan's side? No. But it does feel as if she would have been sued at this point if there was. Why did he want her to sign an NDA?
Well, because as a public figure, I mean, you value privacy. Mm-hmm. You don't want if you're dating somebody, you've never dated somebody and said something that could have been taken out of context. You've never said anything that's mean or rude. Like, really? We're going to pretend like...
I've done a billion things that are wrong.
Yeah, but it's like, it doesn't mean you were abused. I
guess when I hear these...
And, and I've been in a situation where like somebody's saying I did something I didn't do. Like, I don't want to spend my time to go to court. It doesn't mean they're right. It just means they have the bigger microphone, and women will always have the bigger microphone without doing anything for it. And so even in this situation, I see you on TikTok, you work hard, but she just has to vlog her day where you have to like keep up with stuff.
I have to keep up with stuff, but also there's a billion people that vlog their days and don't do well. So there are, and she was doing well before Zach Bryan. It was.
I compare it to the Special Olympics.
You think? You think women influencers are the Special Olympics?
Yeah, because that we're not as good, but everyone still has to clap.
Yeah, but other women aren't the ones thinking that, and my guy friends aren't watching my guy friends aren't watching Brianna Chicken Fry, or I'm trying to think of other women influencers. I'm not Alex Earl. They're not watching Alex Earl videos because so you're saying the women are clapping because it's the Special Olympics? Because it's usually women.
We could say the WNBA too. Like, yeah, you're talented like for a woman, but you'll never be anything compared to men. Yeah,
but do we even need to compare?
Well, I think that anyone. Like, do we like that's always what people go back to is, we can't compare so we don't hurt their feelings, which goes back to
I think it's even just, what's the point of even comparing? I'm not even trying to hurt their feelings. Men are compared
all the time.
Yeah, we are 1,000%. And I think if you want to play the comparison game, LeBron James would score 1,000 points a game in the WNBA if he wanted to.
Yeah, and I just say that's in all aspects.
But a woman's going to out-earn me on TikTok because of the same thing. I mean, I guess that's just society.
TikTok's a female app.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
no,
that's
but I guess I can cry about it, but I mean,
there's nothing you can do.
That's the world.
You could just, and I see you. You know, it's funny. I was thinking how, like, in a way, you had to become a little bit of a woman to do what you do.
Pearl's Pearl. No, continue. I'm gonna. No,
I don't mean this as an insult.
No, continue. Stop that. You can insult me. I'm not a pussy.
No, you're not a woman, right?
No, I would say you kind of have you heard the phrase one-shotted? Like, you one-shotted me there, because yes, there is an aspect of things that I have to do that. Do I jump up and down and think I'm doing that? No, but I also, at the end of the day, I know it's a job.
Correct.
And I think it's a pretty damn good job, and I do it inside a fucking I do it inside an air-conditioned office.
Yeah, you work
Do
hard.
I think about Alex Earl's relationship all the time?
That's exactly what I was going to bring up.
No, I don't. But I do know that people, there's things that need to be said, and
correct. And that's what makes you funnier, is because
did I dream of one day talking about Alex Earl's relationship? No. But did I become? Yeah. Is there an aspect of it that I have to become more feminine? Yeah, but
you have to cover. No, I didn't even mean it in a feminine way.
No, I know.
You don't come off as girly to me. You don't. But I just noticed when you were like.
I think it's a very fair assessment.
When you were covering the different, I was going through your TikToks before you came here.
Yeah.
And when you're talking about sports, I could just hear the passion and how much you want to talk about it. And I was looking at your highest viewed videos, and I was like, this poor guy.
No, it could be worse. But here's the thing. People come up to me and don't really talk about the sports stuff.
I know.
That's just how it works. It's part of the world. And if I wanted to quit and go work somewhere else, I could do that.
I know.
No one's holding a gun to my head. But you are right. Am I walking around? Am I on the airplane thinking about, man, who is Alex Earl going to date next? No. The only person that I would want Alex Earl to date is myself. But here's the thing. Alex Earl's going to date another NFL or NBA player, because we're going back to the
because you had to pick
sexual marketplace, and
she's a hot girl.
She's hot as fucking. Her DMs are probably loaded with people that want to. You're right. She doesn't have to work another day in her life.
$8 or $2. You know why women talk about imposter syndrome? It's because of this. Alex Earl, she's not talented. Neither is Brianna Chicken Fry. Neither am I. None of us are really that talented.
But when Alex Earl started to make videos, there were 1 billion girls in college. Not 1 billion, but let's say 100,000 girls her age in college that are. She's incredibly attractive, that have fake boobs, I don't want to define her on her fake boobs. No, but she didn't blow up because of men.
I know.
She blew up because other women watched her.
I know, and women like relatable. It's usually the same archetype. They're usually women that are about a strong 6 or a 7. I wouldn't put her in the beautiful category, but I'd put her just about there. I'd put her just under it.
She's a 9.8, 9.9, 10, almost.
Only in America. Because we're so fat. But like, she's not Margot Robbie attractive. She's
pretty damn close.
I wouldn't put her that high. But
all right. I mean, I would say she is top of the top. Like, I mean, yeah, maybe a 10 in my mind is probably the most attractive human being to ever walk the earth.
She's close.
She's close.
I would say she's not far. She's not like, I would put her at a 7.
Thank you.
I'd put her at a 7.
Thank you for that.
I think she's better looking than like Brianna or Alex Cooper. I do this like analytically.
You're just like close. Throwing. I think both of those.
I know, but
Brianna's a coworker, so I'm not going to talk about her attractiveness, but I think she's beautiful. Alex Cooper was a coworker. I think Alex Cooper is very attracactive as well.
I know, but you're like proving my point. Because I'm like being
They're
honest.
both above.
Well, in America, because we're fat.
No, they're attractive anywhere.
No, not really. If you go,
so you tell me, if I go to Brazil, there's just
maybe not Brazil.
Alex Earl's walking around.
In Russia, yeah.
No. There's like babushkas walking around. No,
if you've seen street interviews in Russia, they're
all right. I mean, I haven't been.
Ukraine,
I guess.
Yeah, like if you can just look at street interviews and like rate them through that. You don't even have
but
to
what
go.
I'm saying about the Alex Earl not being talented point is there was a lot of people making TikToks at the time. She has a talent in catching people's attention that are women that aren't, of course, yes, she's attractive, so people are more likely to look at her. But to my point, there's tens of thousands of college girls just as attractive that were making videos that didn't catch on. There's women just as attractive that had to go a different route. She doesn't have to go on OnlyFans and make money.
But again, it goes back to the WNBA or Special Olympics. It's like, again, yeah, she works hard maybe and is talented for a woman, but it's just a different league.
Because it's a different league, but
women don't have to try as hard to make money. Like, imagine it, like.
But I'm comparing her to other women. She's playing the league of her own.
Yeah, in the female league. But like,
which is the Special Olympics.
I would guarantee that if you had the opportunity to vlog every single day and make money like women can, that you would figure out a better way to do it. And you would do it more
Yes,
often.
do I think, hey, if I had massive tits and could walk down the street and have every NFL player in my DMs, how great would that be? How easy would it be to be flown out to all these places and make videos and then talk about my experiences being flown out? Yeah, that would be easy, but I mean, I guess I just know that will never happen. It's not. I don't want to be a woman.
I know, but you're kind of proving my point, because every time I offer a harsh truth, you have to like coddle it a little bit, and that's what men will always do. They love women. You guys love us too much. You can't be honest.
I mean, I would say I'm being honest here.
I mean, you're as honest as you can be. Like, you work for Barstool. There's a level, and I mean this with anybody. Anybody who works for someone, there is a level of like coddling you have to do to women.
Yeah.
I mean, he works.
I guess
for
I'm
conservative media. It's the same there. I mean, he's smiling. He knows.
I mean, there's aspects, but I think there's still. I mean, I've.
And you're in a relationship, you're not honest. There's a level of coddling you have to do, otherwise it's going to be hell on earth. You know, see, he's smiling, he knows.
Yeah, there's honesty, but I also think there's points where I'm not.
How did that turn out for you?
Well, when you tell somebody no?
Yeah.
Yes, it doesn't progress, but I guess like you fall out of attraction to them. Mm-hmm. I mean, if someone's so mad at me saying no, then I mean, I probably am not.
But men don't get mad at women saying no. We say no all the time. It's one-sided. Just is what it is. It's the way of the world.
That's what I think I'm at, where it's just the way of the world. But that doesn't mean women don't have a hard time.
Yes, but I don't think women have a hard time at all. Like, we can make money.
That's
vlogging.
just not true. But then why are why are women depressed? Why are women on Lexapro and Prozac?
Yeah, I can take you through the female life cycle. Women do have a hard time after we have consequences, which is delayed. Our consequences in life are like, for example, student debt. Women aren't having a hard time when they're in college, being hot, young, attractive, and they're at Arizona State partying. They're not like having a hard time.
But they do have the societal pressures.
Of what?
Of maybe they don't want to party. Maybe it's easy to just say don't do this, but it's not I've never been in those shoes. Maybe there's a societal pressure. Maybe they have family issues.
Okay, so does everybody.
Yeah, but you're saying, but that's everybody then.
Yeah, everybody's got problems, right? But women are coddled from the consequences of their decisions until later in life when their beauty runs out. Because there's always going to be a man to bail us out until we're not attractive anymore. And even sometimes when we're old and ugly, there's still a man to bail you out. Women are never really told no. We don't really have people that are honest with us ever. And in this case, like, a lot of women, they keep saying, why does the price of college keep going up? Why is it so expensive? Because women keep picking expensive colleges.
But men do the same thing.
Like, I react to TikToks of like women, and I've done, oh my God, I can't even count how many TikToks I've seen. And I see women at different stages of this cycle. So for example, there was one woman who was complaining because she has $100K in student debt. And I look into her background, and she picked an out-of-state school. She picked a 4-year university instead of going to community college. And the real problem was no one told her no. And now she's got the consequence now, which is she's going to live like a slave for the next decade, right? No, some women, I know women with like $150K in student debt.
Yeah.
But the dad didn't say, no, don't go out of state, go to community college. The dad said, sure, honey. The bank said, sure, honey, we'll take your money.
But isn't the societal pressure there that...
Men will say no, because men know that when they have a debt, they have to pay it off. My friend, she got 6 figures in student debt. She got married. He paid it. Like, that's not a choice for men. It's a choice for women. Men can't talk about banging a girl and making money off of it. That's a choice for Alex Cooper, right? Men can't go on a podcast tour like Brianna Chicken Fry and say, oh, I was abused, and make a bunch of money off these shows.
But she was already successful. Both, I mean, I guess Alex did start.
But attention is currency.
Yeah.
Now she can do a victimhood arc. Now, I mean, people are kind of.
But she already, I would even say at the point before she was with Zach, she was incredibly ultra successful. And I don't know how much money she had, but she had enough that she could have.
Right, but
and she already had
but
attention.
attention is to women like sex is to men. There's never enough.
Never enough.
No, never. So, for her, it's like, who's going to be honest? Dave wasn't honest.
Well, Dave has information that I don't. I only know stuff that's public.
Yeah, I know. But I've kind of followed Dave. I like him. I am a fan, actually, but he is kind of simpy. And, like, you can't really.
Well, I mean, I get why somebody would be a little bit more.
Like, in some
thinking about somebody like Brianna, who's made the company so much money.
Yeah, I know.
And has been such a successful person and was going through a tough time. He wanted to help. I mean, he had a lot of sisters growing up. I mean,
it's altruistic. Men are very nice. They're nice people.
Yeah, I would think he was being very nice there. I mean, I don't know. There isn't this group chat within Barstool that every person was told what happened with Zach and Brianna. I don't know there. I will say, though, and it's often forgotten, she wasn't just nobody and then magically became somebody because she dated Zach Bryan. Maybe it helped her in popularity for sure, but it's been a while now. She would have fallen off.
I'm not saying that she didn't have fame on her own merit, but I'm saying that nobody is going to be honest with her. And I'm using her as an example just because we both know who she is. It's not really about her, but it's the concept that she goes through this breakup, right? And there's two choices. It could be, hey, there's something I did wrong, let's improve. Or it's like, be coddled. And everybody's going to coddle her.